Welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll be looking at 15 scary stalkers caught on camera. A fitness influencer posted this video while working out in the gym. This influencer has claimed a bloke snapped a picture of her from behind. She said it made her feel extremely uncomfortable. Julia from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, was filming a workout for her YouTube channel and captured the whole thing on camera. These two men wearing masks used the weight machine behind her. During this time, the man appeared to take out his phone and crouch down, and that's when Julia claimed he snapped the picture of her. He then stands and turns away, calling a friend over who appears in the shot. Julia watched the two men in the mirror as she trained and seemed concerned about what had happened. Not only did he take a picture, but he showed his friend. Julia said the staff confronted the man after she told them what allegedly happened, and he denied taking the photo. In this video, we can see a woman with green hair getting aggressive after discovering that a man is recording her on his phone. She gets very aggressive and starts punching the guy. Here's what happened.
Why are you recording me?
That's what I do.
Why are you
I was recording you last night when his dick was in your stomach. Now you talking about I'm recording
Oh,
you.
no, you not. Go ahead,
Yeah.
take your ass on. That's from my baby daddy.
Oh, okay. Fuck that nigga. That nigga a bum anyway.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That nigga ain't gonna buy you no red bottoms and no green hair. I bet you. I'm out. I'm out.
Take your little
Bitch is a dickhead. Little
He
dick.
got a little dick, y'all. Take Why you
Oh,
still
what?
here?
All right,
Why
I'm
you
out
still
then.
here, nigga?
I will fuck
take
you
your
then,
ass
bitch.
on.
I'm out.
As this guy was going to leave, she got on top of his car and he started driving the vehicle.
I'm
Bye.
out. See you.
Bye.
All right, bye.
So you really
Bye.
gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm out.
Bitch, you know
See
the
you.
fuck you not.
I'm out. Yo, get off my fucking car. Get off my car. Get off my car.
The guy learned a lesson about stalking and taking pictures of her. This person recorded a terrifying moment when she noticed someone completely unrelated recording two other women. Without this clip, we might not have seen this happening, which brings us to the next question. How many people do you think don't get caught doing this very creepy thing? In this video, this young woman caught this guy stalking and taking pictures of her while she was shopping in Walmart with her friend. The girls caught him red-handed and started running after him. As you can see, this guy is running away from them. When they chased him down and made him delete the photos and videos on his phone, they found him stalking her in the past. In many other videos, some younger girls getting stalked their whole life younger than him. Probably around 10 years old and younger.
Okay, yeah, delete. Delete.
Delete.
Is
Delete.
that delete that too?
Delete.
Delete.
Delete. Keep going.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's
It's okay.
Keep
Go-
going. Keep going.
Delete. Delete. Delete.
That's what you doing as a grown ass man?
That's
Little
a
girls?
girl.
everything is gone, okay?
You should be ashamed of yourself,
I am
man.
ashamed. I am ashamed.
You should
and I'm
be.
sorry, okay?
That is a pretty creepy stalker who got full-on busted. Your home is where you're supposed to feel safest. This woman, however, learned that this is not always the case. As she comes home from a workout, clearly exhausted, she quietly goes to set her things down. The Ring camera catches those critical moments when she walks in, turned on her light, and immediately comes face to face with what we have to assume is a stalker. There isn't a view of the culprit, only the woman's quick escape as she runs right back out the path she took. Thankfully, she gets away. It's hard to know what would have happened if she hadn't and why the stalker was there in the first place. I guess we'll never know, and that's a good thing. In this video, a man saw something that made him uncomfortable. A stranger was crouched, taking covert photos through a restricted fence, unsure what he was looking at. Watching someone do something that they clearly shouldn't be doing is uncomfortable. Instead of walking by, the man asked him if he was a stalker.
Are you stalker? You stalker? No stalker. Ah, okay.
It's direct, aggressive, and met with immediate rebuffing. We can't know what he was doing, but chances are the area was blocked off for a reason. If you feel you're being watched and followed, sometimes it's good to just turn your camera on and watch. This woman caught her would-be stalker as he followed her around the quad of what looked like her campus.
Y'all, I don't know what to do. I am being followed by this guy right here in the white pants and gray shirt.
No matter where she goes, she only has to look around and he'll be there. He's always keeping her within his eye line.
He's right there. I'm gonna walk across the park and sit on that little bench right there, okay?
She circles the grounds and he slowly walks over to her before walking around.
He conveniently is walking across the grass field now. All the places he could go. Happens to be following me.
However, she keeps an eye on him in turn. The full video is about 2 minutes long, which is a long TikTok video. But it's a good idea, and probably fortunate she began filming when she did. Without proof, how would you protect yourself? There's a trend on TikTok of people taking a video of things from their back pockets. It exposes many people doing creepy things, but can also give people a fresh perspective on how they might be perceived. That being said, what this woman caught was pretty much spot on with what she was expecting not to happen. She explains she didn't believe that people would just photograph strangers like that.
So I had seen some people do it, and like some people were like looked at them and some people took pictures, and I was like, there's no way people will take pictures of other people. Like, that's fucking weird. So I did it today, and I'm at the beach obviously, so I don't have pants, I have my bikini bottoms on. So I just put my phone in my hydro jug, like in the pocket right here, like facing out, and I put it to where the phone was like facing behind me.
He changed his direction and walks behind her, stopping regularly to take pictures of her.
And then I'm walking away and he's still looking at me. And then he starts to follow me, and you can tell in the video on his phone that he's like swapping, like it like looks like he's going to his camera.
She ends the video with a somber, terrifying thought. How many people's phones are you on? How many do you not know of? This guy explains that a woman within his building comes out whenever he comes home and begins filming him.
Super weird. Every time I come home from work, she comes running outside and starts recording me. I don't know why. I literally did nothing. I put it on God, my mom, everything. I promise.
This happens every day without fail. The following video shows some of her other behavior and how reactive to him she is. She begins looking at him through her blinds, showing that she's very aware of his arrival.
I literally just got home. You ready? She's gonna open the blinds. In 5. Oh, there she goes, right there. Told you. Told you, bro. She's crazy.
This wouldn't be an issue in and of itself, but it's a pattern of behavior. It feels like she wants to keep tapping on him. This continues into the following clip where the woman seemingly knows his schedule. He's coming home from a trip to Ohio only to find her waiting for him in the parking lot.
Hold in. Look who's waiting on me right here. I literally just got home.
The most disturbing thing about all of this is that none of it is illegal. Even if they caught her in 4K doing something creepy, there's no actual path forward except speaking to her. Kathy Cat posted this video on her YouTube channel while exploring Akihabara, a place in Japan. She explains that a guy started stalking her when she began filming.
Okay, this is getting a bit weird. There was a guy who like watched me when I started filming. And he's like looked at me and he slow keeps walking where I'm walking. This is awkward.
She ignored him and continued to vlog, but then she explained what happened.
It's not the first time that someone has followed me. It sometimes happens, especially like in geeky areas. I had a guy once follow me like almost an hour around town until I got very scared. I mean, I'm okay this time. You kind of like know after a while if someone's following you. You kind of like, especially if you had the experience before. And then the best thing is like to go to places where you feel safe, so shops or places where you know they won't follow you there. And the worst case scenario is maybe go near police box. In Japan they have loads of police boxes. In this case it was fine, he didn't follow me for too long, he got bored very quickly, so it's fine.
Great advice from her, and I'm glad she's safe. A woman in Queensland, Australia saw something unsettling on her home security footage. A man was seen in her hall peering into her house through the windows. The man climbed over the wall of her home and looked for a different way inside. Thankfully, he wasn't able to find one. The woman sent the footage to the police. The police said that the man had done this on 2 other instances, February 26th and March 25th. The police released the footage, saying that the man was either in his 30s or 40s. This was done so that anyone recognizing the man could come forward so that the police could possibly arrest him. The creepiest part of this video was the way the man acted. He was seen crouching down and sitting in the yard, looking around and going from one corner to the other. It's very chilling. A Reddit user posted one of the creepiest things ever caught on doorbell camera. A sizable, scary man bikes up to their front door and has this to say.
I'm sorry. Looked in one day and saw you, and oh God, I can't stop.
The creepy man has his face covered and a light on his head which could be used to see into windows. I don't know which is creepier, him looking into windows of random people's homes or calmly confessing it to them later on their doorbell cameras. I hope this person is just a random stranger with a dark sense of humor and not somebody who has developed an obsession. Unfortunately, I think the chances are very high that this is someone who is incredibly messed up and cannot help themselves. Hopefully, the police find him before any of his compulsions worsen. This TikTok video was posted by @AnthonyWennert. This video shows that Anthony ordered a DoorDash and this girl delivered his order. Anthony said he wanted to go out and get his food, but she won't leave. She's been looking in his window for 45 minutes. Anthony said he was scared and didn't know what to do. What do you think is why she's doing that? Was she stalking him, or was she making sure he got his food? Let me know in the comments. This is a man police say followed a woman from Brooklyn subway station to her apartment building and then sexually assaulted her.
I've been living over 40 years and nothing like that ever happened around here.
Wow, that's very scary. Because I got my granddaughter, my daughter-in-law that walks to work.
Investigators say it happened around 6 in the morning.
That's even more crazy because it was 6 in the morning. You know, you figure it would happen like 12, 1, but 6 in the morning, it's sad. It's sad and I feel so bad for her.
This attacker was 28 years old and followed her from the 45th Street to the 4th Avenue subway station in Sunset Park, several blocks into her apartment building. Police say that he made several disturbing sexual advances towards her, grabbed her around the neck, punched her multiple times in the face and body, then took off. Stay tuned for our #1 pick that will shock you. Ava Majori has 1.2 million followers, but her fame on social media turned into terror when she drew the attraction of an 18-year-old fan. She sold him some selfies showing off her smile, thinking this would take care of the problem and that he would disappear. But within a week, she says he started asking for more provocative pics.
I sold him 2 or 3 pictures of me smiling, started asking for booty pics and feet pics.
Ava quickly became concerned. Ava said she blocked him on social media when he started relentlessly badgering her. He discovered where she lived, and to her horror, she says he showed up to her house in Florida with a shotgun at 4:30 in the morning and fired through her front door.
I flew through the door as quickly as I could and gave chase, screaming at him as he ran away with the gun in hand.
Ava was on her high school soccer team but is now being homeschooled. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.